here from Inhouse Design Agency, and today I'm going to walk you through Design Ignition, our end-to-end solution, which is formulated by us and designed to help fashion brands and retailers transition into 3D in a seamless, structured way that is tailored towards their business needs. Now, who is this for? If you're a fashion brand or retailer spending between $2 million and $20 million per year in physical sampling costs, and you're really feeling the pressure to reduce those costs, or you're struggling to get your product to market quickly enough, and that's due to slow product development cycles, or you're a fashion company that is spending an exorbitant amount on shipping physical sampling globally for salesman samples, for fit approvals, and for photo shoots, then this solution could be for you. To date, we have helped brands like Triumph Lingerie and J. Crew to save over $100,000 in physical sampling costs by adding a digital workflow into their processes. Now, a bit about me before I delve into how we did that. For the past 4 years, I've been helping large-scale fashion brands and retailers to integrate 3D into their workflows, not just on a design level, but across product development, merchandising, and marketing. Before launching Inhouse, I spent 17 years leading fashion design teams and product development teams, both in London and globally. So I know from a first-hand level what the challenges are for fashion companies today. I also know from a 3D perspective what it would take to alleviate and mitigate some of those challenges. So before I go into a deep dive into our process, I just want to highlight the concept of hype adoption. This is where brands become so focused on the hype of innovation and fearing missing out on the trend that they really lack strategy and where they're going to use 3D beyond just a pretty picture. Now, as a brand, you want to avoid sitting in this space. In order to be able to use 3D to alleviate some of the challenges that you might face in your product development, or to save time and cost, and then be able to use some of your assets maybe for e-coms or marketing like this, you need a strategy that directly addresses your biggest business challenges with clear, actionable 3D solution designed to take you from where you are now to where you want to be. Whether that be meeting sustainability goals, reduced sampling, or time saving, building a 3D roadmap of how you're going to achieve this is key. I mean, who doesn't want this for their e-coms? So let's explore Design Ignition, our in-house strategy builder. We guide brands through a 5-step process to develop a 3D implementation proof of concept, one that is clear, strategic, and designed for easy scaling and measurable results. So let's go through our roadmap. Step 1 is process discovery. Before making any changes, it's crucial to understand exactly where your business stands today. Why? Because you can't fix what you don't measure. If you're unaware of the impact of your current inefficiencies, you won't be able to measure the true value that 3D can bring. We analyze your workflow, bottlenecks, revenue loss, and operational inefficiencies, what's slowing you down and where you're losing money. Beyond that, we evaluate the opportunity cost of staying where you are now, helping you pinpoint your biggest challenges and opportunities. And this really lays the foundation for meaningful change. So how do we do this? We work with your team in a real collaborative way to find out on a small scale where your inefficiencies lie. And how we do that is through questionnaires, through meetings with your team. So we can really ascertain not just your biggest challenges, but also how you work, who's involved. We need a clear understanding, a clear picture of where you are. We also know that during this whole process, the business of fashion needs to happen. So we do this in a way that works with your schedule, with your timelines. So we're not creating any kind of dips in productivity for you while we find out this information. And we work really with you in hand to understand your process, understand your calendar, understand who's involved, so that we can ascertain where your biggest challenges lie, and then what we can actually do in terms of 3D to help mitigate some of those challenges. 2 is defining your 3D roadmap. Once you understand where you are, the next step is defining where you want to go. Technology evolves, but you can future-proof your business by aligning your long-term business goals with your 3D strategy. This ensures 3D isn't just an isolated tool, it becomes an integrated part of your business. So what this will look like for your team is us kind of finding out what your next 5 years looks like. So we delve 5 years into the future from your transition state. So we've established your current state. Within that current state, we are helping you to really understand what small wins we can gain with 3D, what immediate wins we can gain with 3D for your transitional state. And then for your future state, we're looking 5 years into the future from your transitional state. And what does your 3D future look like in terms of your business goals? So are you using 3D for in-store virtual try-on? Are you using 3D for AR and VR experiences? Are you using 3D for advertising and marketing? So we actually help you to visualize what that future looks like. And then we really want to be able to create those 3D assets for you. So we give you a first-hand look at what your future could be, as well as the roadmap that you need to be able to get there. So what do you need in terms of resources, investment, talent, software, people? So we really do a deep dive into building that 3D roadmap for you from your current state through to transitional state and then through to your 3D future. So you know where you're going and then how to get there. Step 3 is creating your 3D library. So with a solid strategy in place, we move into execution by developing a tailored pilot project, a proof of concept designed to showcase the real value of 3D in your business. We start by building your 3D asset library, testing how 3D integrates with your workflows, teams, and if necessary, your external partners. Working closely with your design team, technical team, and product development team, we can really assess the efficiency and potential of 3D in real time. Now, in terms of working with your team, what's that look like for you? So we provide you with 20 digital assets that we create as a team, but we collaborate with you in order to establish what 20 samples that is. Hopefully in the the first 2 stages where we have establish your current state, and we have built your 3D future, those 20 samples will be part of that roadmap and part of that plan. So it could be 20 samples from your next collection, or 20 3D samples from your core collection, or 20 3D samples that will lay the foundation for your base patterns. It's really up to you, and it's really against your business goals. But those 20 samples will be there to not only for you to see how hyper realistic we can create your styles, but it gives your team a chance to collaborate with us and to understand how they're going to use 3D, get them used to the 3D software interface, get them used to the 3D workflow. They can ask us any questions. We can workshop any challenges. So it's a vital time within the process, but it's an exciting time because you get to work with our team to really kind of understand where 3D can go for your business. And at this stage, we can also mitigate any internal resistance, and we can identify any champions of 3D, and those people will really help us to spearhead 3D within the entire process. So this is a time where we work together and we show you exactly what 3D can do from a design perspective in your business. Step 4 is training and transformation. This is where your team takes action, moving beyond outsourced support and truly putting 3D into practice. Too many brands get stuck in the external support phase, never fully integrating 3D into their workflow. That's why we focus on hands-on training and independent asset creation, ensuring your team is actively using 3D to solve real business challenges. Our custom training is designed around your team's needs and goals. We know their busy workflow, so rather than overwhelming them with everything, we focus on using 3D as a direct solution to the inefficiencies identified in step 1. This makes the learning process practical, manageable, and results driven. So we create a bespoke 11-week, 30-hour training, beginner to intermediate training program for you, for your needs and around your design calendar, for your design team, product development team, marketing teams, whatever team that we're helping to implement 3D into. So we create an 11-week, 30-hour 3D beginner to intermediate level program for you, a bespoke program for you. And that program is designed in order to really help you establish the foundations of learning in 3D. But not only that, we actually see to promote self-learning, we build the program around your day-to-day working life, your design calendar, your work schedules, because the business of fashion needs to continue, and we really understand this. But we also want you to learn, so we build it around your schedule. The training can be for design teams, product development teams, marketing teams, whatever team that we've established in the beginning part of our process that we're going to address the solutions for. So we build it we build a program that is bespoke to whatever we've established the solution for. We really want you to understand the fundamentals of Clo3D. So we offer group and one-to-one sessions that are, again, based around your schedule. And we work hand in hand with you to take you through the process of learning. It's visual, it's written, we also provide homework, but it's really about making sure that no one is left behind. It's really about making sure that everybody is learning. Everyone learns at a different pace, but we will offer you additional support should you need it. It's not just a linear process of learning. We are able to adapt the learning and be flexible with it within this process. So it's a very bespoke program built around your needs. Step 5 of the process, and the last step within our end-to-end solution, is ongoing support. Now we analyze your pilot project results to understand what has worked, what didn't work, and how we can optimize results. This isn't just about running a 3D test, it's about building a scalable, long-term strategy that delivers a return on investment through cost savings, through faster workflows and smarter decision making. To ensure 3D isn't just a one-off experiment, we bridge that skills gap with ongoing training support and strategic scaling options, helping you to integrate 3D into your business, helping you to truly integrate 3D into your business. In practical terms, what this looks like is that we offer you a month after you have worked with us, access to the team, to our AI training bots that we have trained to answer fundamental questions that we often get through our training programs in 3D. We offer you a weekly prescribed time with our 3D trainer, with our 3D designers, so we can mitigate and alleviate any challenges that come post training or post implementation. And we work really hand in hand with you, so we really build that partnership. It's not just okay, we've finished with training and we're out of the door. This is just continuing to establish that relationship with you and to build that partnership going forward, because 3D implementation doesn't stop there and 3D learning doesn't stop there. It's a continued process, and to really harness the true results in 3D, to really get that return on investment, to really see those cost savings and to see the time that you're getting back once you've implemented 3D, it takes time. It isn't just a one-stop shop. So we're there to support you through that journey, whether it be post that month, or that month you can really use us to answer questions, to help you with 3D rollout. And beyond that, we will work with you. Once we have the results of the pilot project, we'll really work with you to establish what that rollout to the next team or to the next department would look like. So it's not just we finished and we're done there. We want to see a continued long-term change within your business using 3D. So what's next? You now have a proven framework to guide your 3D implementation. You can take this model and run with it, or you might want more structured support. to ensure you're setting up yourself for long-term success. Either way, the key is having a strategy that works for your business rather than experimenting and hoping for the best, because really that doesn't work. If you're curious about how this could work for your company, let's chat. No pressure, no hard sell, just a conversation about where you are, what's working, what's not working, and how you can move forward with confidence. And that's even if you have tried 3D and it hasn't worked for you, or you've dipped your toe into training and it hasn't resonated with your team, or you just need help with a roadmap. It can be anywhere along that journey. So let's chat.